Preparing for a year to bounce back in more ways than one, the legislature begins budget defense sessions. Finance sector focuses on partnership to ensure quick recovery from anticipated downturns. Edo and Ondo state elections, indications for conduct of future elections in Nigeria. In the international politics, two sub-regional leaders visit Nigeria and focus on security, economy, and politics. This is Political Update, NTA's comprehensive half hour of political views, reviews, and interviews. I am Fisayo Ogunfuyi. Welcome. Issues of peace and stability dominated discussions as President Muhammadu Buhari played host to his Senegalese counterpart Macky Sall and that of Guinea-Bissau Umaru Sissoco Embalo. The two leaders also applauded President Buhari's commitment to a peaceful sub-region.
This is the first time President Muhammadu Buhari is hosting two West African leaders since the outbreak of the coronavirus pandemic. Reasons for their visit to Nigeria were not made public, and the high-level discussions held with President Muhammadu Buhari took place behind closed doors. NTA News, however, learned that issues of common interest between their countries were discussed, as well as those affecting the West African sub-region and the entire continent of Africa. Addressing newsmen shortly after, both President Macky Sall of Senegal and that of Guinea-Bissau, Umaru Sissoco Embalo, were full of gratitude to President Muhammadu Buhari for his sincerity of purpose and selfless leadership in the sub-region.
I want to salute the great action of Nigeria against Boko Haram and how Nigeria is supporting the cost of this war, even in all the Chad Basin area. And also his support in ECOWAS, because in Mali, in Niger, and Burkina Faso, we have a very serious situation.
We say thank you very much, President Buhari. I call him Baba. I give this name because his leadership makes some difference in the world. And I have for him in my heart, honest man.
President Embalo recently named a major road in his country's capital city, Bissau, after President Buhari as a mark of appreciation for his enormous contributions to peace, stability, security, and democratic enterprise in Guinea-Bissau. The three West African leaders also discussed the present situation in Mali, which President Buhari had earlier described as welcoming and reassuring.
As you know, ECOWAS was very involved since the beginning. They have 18 months transition, so we help and continue to support this transition, and we hope by the end of December of next year, they will come back to the normal institutional situation, and they will have election, and they can come back very strong.
Key officials of the governments of Nigeria, Senegal, and Guinea-Bissau supported their leaders during the high-level engagement that lasted about 1.5 hours. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
In the same vein, the President Buhari has described as welcoming and reassuring the successes recorded by ECOWAS in addressing the socio-political situation in the Republic of Mali. The President made his comments known while granting audience to the Special Envoy and Mediator for ECOWAS, former President Goodluck Jonathan.
Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, accompanied by the President of the ECOWAS Commission, Jean-Claude Cassibru, was in the State House to update President Muhammadu Buhari on the situation in Mali. The former Nigerian leader told President Buhari that the mission given to him by ECOWAS leaders is almost accomplished as a government with a large civilian phase has been inaugurated. He said both the President, Prime Minister and cabinet ministers have been sworn in, with the military having only 4 portfolios for serving officers. Dr. Jonathan said the government has indeed taken off, while the council, which will work like parliamentarians, will soon be inaugurated. He explained that the chairman of ECOWAS, President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana, would formally brief West African leaders on the matter soon. President Muhammadu Buhari expressed delight that the Mali situation had calmed down considerably following interventions by leaders of the Economic Community of West African States. As he puts it, During the closed-door engagement, we can't hop, step, and jump like other developed nations of the world, but one is delighted at the successes recorded. After the intervention by the military in Mali, ECOWAS had insisted on, amongst others, a transition government led by a civilian and return to constitutional order within 12 to 18 months. From the State House, Adamu Sambu, NTA News.
Okay, let's come to politics from the states now. The Edo State House of Assembly has brought back its speaker, talking about committing the impeachment of this former Speaker Francis Okiye to resignation and lifted his suspension. The House reached the decision during an emergency plenary on Wednesday.
Of the impeachment of Francis Okiye followed a motion raised by the leader of the House, Henry Okwarobo, who says they have received a series of appeals from their constituents to reverse the impeachment and recall the former speaker to the House.
Part 2 of our Constitution, Federal Republic of Nigeria, gives this House powers to do a lot. Our extant rules 20, 26, 27, amongst others, gives us additional powers. Mr. Speaker, I want to sincerely crave your indulgence and the indulgence of all my colleagues that the said impeachment be commuted to resignation as a mark of respect to our constituents.
The House unanimously adopted the motion, and consequently the former speaker was invited to join plenary. While addressing newsmen immediately after plenary, the former speaker says he is at peace with the decision of the House.
When members no longer enjoy the confidence of the majority of the members, in my own view, the principle of democracy, you need to step aside. And I actually experienced that something had gone wrong, and I felt that it was honorable for me to step aside. So I congratulate the new leadership, and I have no grudge.
The issues that happened a few days ago have been laid to rest. We are back to work for the betterment of Edo people. So we urge you to help clear the erroneous impression. The leadership of the House is intact. We are in harmonious working relationship with the executive. There are no issues at all.
Francis Okiye was impeached 48 hours ago for alleged financial impropriety and suspended for 3 months. In Benin, Obehi Otuba Presai, NTA News.
The Bauchi State Independent Electoral Commission has distributed sensitive election materials to 20 local government areas of the state ahead of Saturday's local government council elections.
The distribution of the sensitive electoral materials at the Commission's headquarters in Bauchi was attended by all party stakeholders. Chairman of the Commission, Dahiru Tata, said the sensitive materials are distributed to the 20 local government electoral offices for onward distribution to all electoral wards across the states. Fair and credible elections, says the Commission has made all necessary arrangements to ensure compliance to COVID-19 safety measures during the process.
Everybody, about 12,000, as well as providers, will also provide hand sanitizer each desk of the polling unit.
Agent of political parties at the distribution commended the Commission for the transparent exercise. 8 political parties filled in 48 candidates for the chairmanship in the 20 local government areas of the states. In Bauchi, Moaz Hassan, NTA News.
I apologize for some loss in the audio quality of that report from Bauchi. But joining us today on Political Updates is a regular face on the program, Dr. Chris Akomas, former Deputy Governor of Abia State. Doctor, thank you for joining us and also for joining in the discussions over the weekend to witness that the Ondo State governorship election.
Thank you for having me.
All right, let's start from Bauchi. The State Independent Electoral Commission should pick one or two things from the Electoral Commission at the center, especially the COVID-19 guidelines, as well as new things that we're seeing, the portal and all that. Perhaps that will help deepen the democratic processes and help percolate to the states and the local governments.
Yes, indeed. The Bauchi State Independent Electoral Commission will definitely pick. What they have to do is there's an existing template already established by INEC on the best way to handle elections under this pandemic era. So definitely they will pick things from there and adapt to their own local situations. My concern is just about talking about the portal and other improvements that our INEC have made. We are yet to advance at the state level when it comes to local government elections, because if you check the history and the records, or in all the states,
it's a clean sweep.
It's always a clean sweep for the government, the party in power in that state, and they don't even allow little for the other political parties, even if it's a councillorship seat or something. So I just pray that we will, as INEC is improving and advancing, that we at the state level too should begin to work towards that, taking everything makes one wonder whether we will actually improve at that level. And it's very important and critical that we improve, so that this issue of everybody percolating at the center and making our ballot paper so long and large will reduce. Because if people can participate effectively at the local level, find some strengths and relevance at those local areas, they will, the urge and zeal to, be on the ballot for an election one knows, or the party knows they are not really prepared for, would reduce. So I just hope that going forward, the states, not just Bauchi, all the states will begin to, easing up a little, so that the other political parties that are not in power but have accepted and be active in the states, who participate in the elections, will also have something to show.
All right, let's look at, this series about 2 months ago when we started the build-up to the election in Edo State, governorship election in Edo State, and of course, the one in Ondo State. We were thinking about it as a litmus test for the umpire. Looking at it now, in terms of post-mortem, what would be your word? Have we seen advancement? Have we seen some maturity in the political space? Is this a template going forward now as a new face of our democracy?
First, I want to once again commend all the participants in that election, the contestants, especially for Ondo that have just been concluded. The thing for me that we must all give thanks to God for is the maturity that, was exhibited. Like I said, it's the first time, I said in another, it's the first time that in this country that a sitting governor and a sitting deputy governor was contesting against each other. And contesting in the sense of still sitting without impeachment process.
It was attempted.
That was an attempt. I said process.
Okay.
Because there will always be attempt in this thing. So we are talking of power, okay? But at the end of the day, a level of maturity prevailed, and they both contested. And now everyone, it has been tested. They've seen their strengths and weaknesses. Those that the victory, the victor, and those that made the victory worth celebrating. Because I don't see them as losers. It was because they participated. It was because they fought hard. They gave credibility and credence to that process. So they made the victory worth celebrating. So the winner of the election definitely, well, I'm happy I saw the governor calling on the other participants to come. Let's join hands with him to, improve on delivery of services and development and growth of the state. So that is what should be. And it shouldn't just be by words. Actions should follow too to make that happen. And those that have been invited should drop. The contest is over. Yes, people can go to tribunal, they can go to court, the process is there. But the overall thing is that the people of Ondo have won because that election ended peacefully. The election was concluded in a way and manner that also showed some improvement. We are not completely there. Perfection is not something you achieve overnight. And I think INEC have done well. They've really done well. And the security agencies too, they have improved in the way and manner they, control, secure, and manage the electoral process. So for all that were involved, as always, I will commend the political parties, I will commend the contestants, and of course I give kudos to the voters who came out to vote. But above, I always thank God for making it possible for us, and the president for, giving that confidence, making it clear that people should come out and vote. The security agencies should, be civil in their approach. And I think we are building. What I will like to see going forward is the lessons INEC have learned, the areas where some actions or activities they planned, had some issues, to further improve, as these things happen, improve on it, and always remember that it could and may be easy to manage certain things because these are, isolated elections where you have...
You have to put the big one
Yes. So when you put in over 30,000 security in one state and
what
other.
about the general elections?
When it comes to the general elections, you may not have that. But like I did say, you have to put that number of security because many friends are free from the other states and willing to help. So during the general elections, there will be that everybody is occupied.
Okay, talking about civility of security agencies, the Inspector General of Police has made a virtual appearance before the Nigerian Governors Forum on issues surrounding the banned Federal Special Anti-Robbery Squad, FSARS, and the recent rise in protests against police brutality in the country.
Director General of Police Mohammed Adamu explains that the force has disbanded FSARS and initiated a new outfit named Special Weapons and Tactics SWAT, which will undergo psychological and medical tests before training and deployment across the country. He says the police will leverage on the new Police Act 2020 to carry out extensive reforms and solicit support in actualizing a more popular and acceptable security structure. The IGP regrets ongoing demonstration after the police responded to the call on dissolution of SARS. The Nigerian Governors Forum urged the IGP to continue to partner states in order to secure the nation professionally. The forum is to constitute a panel for compensation for victims of police brutality during the nationwide protest and implement frameworks to meet concerns of only those affected during the social unrest. Nigerian Governors Forum appealed for proper remuneration of the force and regular training for them to be more determined in fighting crimes such as abduction, robbery, banditry, and insurgents, which have become nation's nightmare. In Abuja, Abubakar Usman Akwanga, NTA News.
Thank you, Abubakar Akwanga. There from security, we'll move quickly to the economy. The federal government is seeking greater partnership in cushioning the effect of COVID-19 on the economy and ensuring a quick recovery from anticipated recession.
It's a time of crisis for the world, but authorities in Nigeria are leveraging the issues brought bare by coronavirus to build a formidable economy that will cater to the needs of all. It is countdown to the 26th Nigerian Economic Summit, which will focus on building partnerships for resilience, and the government is already marshalling out its expectations. In building a profitable economy, jobs remain a major concern for government, and the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, says efforts are ongoing to see Nigeria leapfrog in the World Bank's Ease of Doing Business ranking to at least the 100th position.
Collaboration, execution, and impact. These pillars will run through all the sessions at the summit, with strong emphasis on reinforcing the role of subnational governments as the frontiers of economic growth and development as we build a more inclusive and sustainable economy.
The plan preparation process is designed to be participatory, inclusive, and consultative. The outcome will be a national plan which has the ownership of all critical stakeholders.
The NESG has a long wish list in this partnership with the federal government, identifying healthcare and information technology as new growth drivers.
This is a continuous demonstration of our firm commitment to our role as a watchdog, intervener, convener, and dialogue partner.
For this year, attention will be on repositioning the states and local governments as frontiers for development and growth. In Abuja, Leah Katung-Babatunde, NTA News.
All right. You are a stakeholder also in this sector in terms of yours is perhaps revenue sharing, but in the past fortnight, it's been an issue of, submitting the proposed budget for 2021. It's now under the legislature for some, scrutiny, and people are coming out for budget defense. We started today. So what are your, comments on at this time, talking about, your impressions for 2021, the outlook? Briefly, very briefly.
Yeah, I will say, it's easy to say sharing, but the activities of the organization is on the accruals into the federation and the disbursement. So before you share, you have to accrue, and a lot is involved in that. And issues bordering on disbursements also has to do with fairness, with equity and justice. So that's on that part, The budget process, you can see what is happening. We moved from not knowing being sure of our budget year and cycle to being sure now that is January to December. And every aspect of the system, the federal government and the relevant agencies, ministries, NDAs, and then the legislature are working hand in hand together to make sure that we keep to this.
Are you optimistic?
January. Why wouldn't I be optimistic? If we achieved it last time, we started it and it was done last time, even as the effort, some people were arguing for and against. And now the system has started. Why wouldn't I should be more optimistic now that the delivery will be better, and that's what is happening.
For the past hour, we've had Dr. Chris Okoba, Deputy Governor of Abia State, optimistic on many levels, economic and political, on Political Update today. Thank you for your time. We'll be back again on Tuesday, God willing, to serve you a fresher package. My name is Fisal Ogunfe, thanking you for staying tuned. All the best, and urging you to enjoy the rest of your weekend on the Nigerian Television Authority, where we are poised to serve you good news news reviews, previews, and interviews. Continue to enjoy programs on the network service. Bye-bye now.